Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Log execute.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made our way to Mahogany Town and the Lake of Rage, where we encountered a red Gyarados, the only guaranteed shiny in the game, and caught it before getting in touch with Lance, a Dragon-type trainer who seems to have no chill whatsoever. And we discovered that Team Rocket is in the area, causing trouble with radio waves. So, before we actually go and deal with that, I want to catch a Pokemon on this route. There's only one that I can catch, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be this one. And what do you know, I was right. Well, with that, I think we've got just the answer for you. Just going to use False Swipe. Jin's pretty strong, and that False Swipe should guarantee that he brings it down to only 1 HP, because Mankey's only good in physical attack and speed, not so much in defense. With that, we should be able to just throw a Pokeball and catch it. Because its catch rate, I believe, is still the same as it was in Fire Red, where it was a very early game Pokemon. Thus, it's easy to catch. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, use a Tarzan reference for the one that I got in Fire Red, but for me, I'm just going to go with a very simple reference. Probably not all that shocking considering I'm an anime fan, and this kind of fits for an angry little monkey like him, but whatever. Anyway, with that, we can now actually swap Whitey Bay to the front. I did actually swap around my team a little. I got rid of Slow Todd because this area actually has something that Whitey Bay or even my Poliwag, Polyann would have been useful for because of their ability, and we'll see. Anyway, we're here in the Team Rocket HQ, and this is the main gimmick of this place. These Persian statues, at least for the first floor, that you can visit every time you come in front of them. Hey, intruder alert! Team Rocket Grunts will show up to fight you. Only 2 of them, and they don't have a lot of Pokemon, but they will get a bit annoying if you don't deal with them, so I'm going to try my best to get rid of these guys as quickly as I can. And hopefully deal with them. Probably would have helped to have McBeal here, but I honestly don't think it's going to be that much trouble to deal with minor hypnosis from Drowsy. And a Zubat. Can't use any of the ground-type moves because you're flying-type, even though both the ground-type moves that Whitey Bay knows are clearly shot out of her mouth at the opponent, so I don't see why they couldn't possibly hit a flying target, but oh well. I mean, for most ground-type moves it makes sense, like Bulldoze, Earthquake, Magnitude, Earth Power. All those seem to be directly tied to the ground actually having an effect on the opponent, but things like Boomerang, Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, a lot of various moves that involve projectiles just don't make sense to me not to work on flying types, but what do I know? So, in terms of Rocket HQs, I honestly think that this one is a step above what we saw in Fire Red. For those of you that didn't see it, they had taken over a they had basically set up shop at a game corner, which was their means of making money, because honestly, in casinos, unless you're cheating, you never really win all that often. So it was kind of the perfect way for them to raise funds. Though it does seem a bit odd to me that they would actually give away Pokemon that are actually pretty good. Like, I bought a Dratini Fire Red, and that seems like something that they'd want to actually use rather than giving away. But hey, what do I know? They're kind of foolish. Anyway, that statue is now off, so we won't trigger it again. If we want to get through here without having to fight those same two rocket grunts every time, though, we have to go this way. Always get a bit confused with this. Oh. Really not liking that. Alright, now we got somebody. Wants a ninja hideout, huh? Who would we know that would use a ninja hideout? Probably the only ninja character in all of Pokemon up to Generation 2, Koga. So, that makes something interesting. Did we just abandon this place, or perhaps... no. Theory speculating is fun and all, but I doubt he'd be in league with Team Rocket. Still, interesting to think about. I suppose I should say that we won't be having any gym battles for a while. I've mainly planned out things a bit just so that we'll be taking things a bit out of order. Like, usually you save this for a bit later if you're going in the canonical gym order, but I have to work with my level cap, and I know that we don't have a lot of time before the next gym if we want to keep under the cap, so you'll probably be seeing me switch out my team every now and then, just to keep things a bit fluid as we stay under the current level cap of 31. Because we have a lot to do before we can really do that secret switch. Yeah, go to this computer, you can turn off the Persian statues, and thus turn off the surveillance system. And we'll get a guard spec right here. Not that I'm going to be able to use that because it's technically an X item. Now we could keep going on, but I'm going to quickly run over here and fight this guy, I guess. And he is telling us about that special floor that we passed by on our way up here. That black and yellow floor contains Pokemon that will self-destruct. However, they are wild Pokemon, so you can technically catch them. If you feel up to it, I would definitely recommend trying to catch one, because, well, if you're Nuzlocking and you have... well, never mind. If you're Nuzlocking and feel up to the challenge of catching them, playing the Russian roulette game, seeing as they all have self-destruct, go right ahead. These Pokemon can be a bit useful. Well, two of them anyway. Although, one of the two that I find useful is already past their point of usefulness. Because one of them is Geodude, which I have shown is a very good Pokemon in this gen, but, well, in Johto, but we're already past the point of usefulness for it. As for the other two, one is just really fast and known for self-destructing, but isn't very good at using it because self-destruct is a physical move. Its physical attack isn't that great. And the other is a pretty good wall. But yeah, anyway, if you do decide to take on the challenge of catching one of these self-destructing Pokemon, you either need a good strategy with a fast Pokemon to be able to catch them easily. I would recommend getting some quick balls from the Celadon department store's lottery on the 6th floor, but I don't have any. So the next best bet that I'm going to be going with is using a Pokemon with damp like Whitey Bay. And here we go. Each of these tiles, some of these tiles have nothing, some of these tiles have specific Pokemon, and I chose this one. Alright, well, I don't think that I can really do anything to you because you have Levitate, so let's just see if we can catch you using one of these Ultra Balls. Oh, yes, I guess I should mention, I did actually change Jolene's name off screen. I just started thinking about it and ultimately decided that I wanted to use a different anime reference, considering how strong Kathleen now will be. I made My Hero Academia reference for any of you eagle-eyed to know it, seeing as you don't often talk about the characters' names. Anyway, let's see what to call you. You know what? I don't really have a good idea, but I know that this is a poisonous chemical. So, benzene. Anyway, yeah, so I did actually add Kathleen to the team. She's currently got the Shell Bell, and she's actually rather interesting. A lax nature, so plus defense, my special defense, but what's really interesting is the fact that she has no guard for her ability, which means that any attack she launches will hit without fail, provided that it's not a type immunity thing. But in return, every move that is used against her will also land, so a bit of high risk, high reward. Should be rather interesting, and going the wrong way. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Now the Hyper Potion, that'll be pretty good for a bit later. I will say, after this point, you want to make sure that you have at least 7 or 10 Oran berries from the berry plants. I've been growing them off screen and currently have 16. I couldn't exactly remember how many I need, so I just looked it up now. Well, not now, but previously. Off screen, and you want to have at least 7. Anyway, here we are. Are you alright? Your Pokemon are hurt and tired. Here, give them some of my medicine. Okay, thanks for the heal, Lance. Seipher, let's give our best for our Pokemon. Alright, well, hopefully you can do a bit of the fighting from here on out. Oh, or not. Guess you're just sneaking around. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Okay, better than that, that's pretty interesting. Good special defense. Could have been something we caught on the route between Mahogany Town and the Lake of Rage, but luckily I got the Giraffe, which I think is the better catch. And another Venonat. Well, I guess this is a ninja hideout, as the one guy said, and if you guys remember the original Pokemon anime, Koga's daughter or apprentice, I don't remember exactly which, it was in the anime, actually used a Venonat, so kind of fitting to find Team Rocket using Venonats here. Anyway, let's see if nope, can't avoid that. Alright. Well, the door to the generator is blocked with a password. So we'll have to find that password. Luckily, I think I know. Luckily, I believe it is on the bottom floor of this place, so we should be fine. Assuming we can make it through here, see. Get to that. Alright, this is a little annoying. Now you see why I actually have a Crobat on my team. I think I'll switch Whitey Bay out of the front for now, because she is now the highest level Pokemon, and we do kinda want to get levels on other guys, even if we're trying to stay below the level cap. So let's actually throw Langstrom in the front. I know I probably shouldn't bother doing all this switching around, but I just want to. Okay, Lance again. Seipher, in order to unlock the door to the radio transmitter, you need the voice of a certain person. The name of the person is Petrol, the Team Rocket executive. I have found out he's hiding in their leader's office. Unfortunately, though, that room is also protected with a password. Seipher, we need the password to their leader's office first. Alright, well... For some reason that guy didn't fight him, but I'm sure you're gonna try and fight me if I try. So let's just go up here for right now. Okay. I do believe that you actually have to fight some people in here to get the password, so we will probably need to do at least a little fighting. Let's start with this scientist here. I used to work for Silk, but now I run research for Team Rocket. A meddlesome child like you needs to be punished. Alright, well, good luck with that. Coughing. Alright. Attack. And the reason that the coughing flinch there is because I've given Langstrom a King's Rock to hold, so even attacks other than Bite will give them a chance to flinch, which I think is actually a good idea considering one of Langstrom's main moves is U-turn, which if I can get a free switch in and cause the opponent to flinch, that's just excellent. And it's not like these coughing can really do anything, since their physical attack is pretty weak for a first stage Pokemon. But they're mainly walls more than anything, physical walls. Okay, well that guy's full of himself. Let's see. Do I know the password? Maybe. No weakling's going to get it. Well, let's see how you like this. And an Ekans, so probably gonna have Intimidate. Yep. Well, I know just what to do with this. You turn out, even though it's not very effective, we'll get something in here that is strong enough to actually do some damage. Because this poison type can't do anything to Jin because he's a steel type. Granted, he won't exactly have the best moves for right now, but baby steps. And a Gloom. Okay, well I think that's actually a special attack EV, so I'm gonna actually swap in Ash. It's been a while since we actually seen him fight, and ooh, it seems that's back. And of course I get put to sleep. Well, I don't imagine this thing will be able to do too much to me, so we can take a few turns trying to get it to sleep. And it's just wasting time with Sweet Scent, so come on Ash, wake up. I know you've been out of the game for a bit. Seipher grinding off screen, but we need you to wake up and burn this thing to the ground. Come on, get up. They can't. At most, the range on sleep is 2 to 5 turns, so if we get super unlucky, and we didn't, because I think that was only 4, wasn't really paying attention, we should be fine now. 1 hit, easy peasy. Slowpoke tail, okay. Well, thank you for your help. Oh, there's 2 passwords. Okay, well, we have to fight another grunt somewhere. Or a scientist, maybe. Doesn't care about Pokemon being hurt by their experiments. You're kind of a jerk. Luckily, I have just the thing to deal with jerks like you. An attack. Because, unfortunately, your Ditto is slow. Very slow. And now it's a speed tie because he copied our speed stat, so he only able to get a little bit of damage in, thankfully. There we go. You know the password? Nope. You should know it though, I think. Yuck. You're challenging me to a battle? Huh, you're nuts, but yep, guts. I'll tell you the password to the boss's room. Okay. Normally you must be a secret good guy, because normally your organization would not want your secrets to be revealed. But I guess you guys just didn't really think about that too much. And we got another flinch, that's good. And some good speed EVs off this Raticate. Why is he actually trying to learn? I kind of skipped over that. Air Cutter. No, I think I like what I've got right now. Air Cutter's special. If this was Gen 3 or before, when Air Cutter was a thing, it would have actually been pretty good because it would have been treated as physical, but okay. Okay, Raticate Tail's the other password. Alright, well, no need to worry about that. Just gonna walk around you. And now we have to find the boss's office. Next special, more selling fodder for me. And a protein. That's actually going to be pretty good for a number of physical attackers on my team. I'll save that for after we get out of here, though. Maybe off-screen it. I do want to get through all of this area before we... Okay, how do I get to you? Because that's where your boss's office is. Maybe there's another stairway somewhere. Heading off this way. It's actually been a while since I've actually gone through this hideout, so should prove to be an interesting run of things. And the slowdown is getting real annoying now. Alright. Another Rocket Grunt. Luckily I've got Langstrom who can easily deal with what you're throwing at me. Wing attack. Some good speed EVs on Langstrom. Push that already ridiculous speed up a notch. And a Zubat. So a lot of speed EVs, good. Langstrom needs all the speed EVs that he can get. I did actually get a cheat code for an EV and IV checker just to make sure just to keep track of that stuff when I'm training off screen, just so that I have a bit more of an edge. I could probably share the EVs and IVs with you at some other point, but I'll hold off on that for now. And ooh, looks like we've got an event, and oh, it's you. Please don't fight me, I really don't need it. So you're messing with them again. You must really like Team Rocket so much. Dude, I'm just trying to deal with the criminal organization. I don't need you treating me like I have a stalker crush on them. Tell me, who was the guy in the cape who used Dragon-type Pokémon? My Pokémon were no match at all. Well, duh, you've been trailing behind me, and yet you thought you could beat him. Like, seriously, the guy radiates power and he is a Dragonite. I don't care that I lost. I can beat him by getting stronger Pokémon. It's what he said that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Pokémon enough. I'm furious that I lost to a bleeding heart like him. I don't have time for the likes of you. Jesus, rude. Scarlet, you really need to work out your anger issues somehow in a healthy way. Maybe keep a journal, go to get some therapy, something. Anyway, got an Ultra Ball here. And actually, I know that I said that I wanted to do... No, wait, you know what? Screw it. I haven't had many long episodes this time, so we're just gonna go for a longer episode this time. Got the 2 passwords, so we can just open this door, and before I head on in, I'm going to quickly use a super potion on Langstrom. Just so that he's in tip-top shape for this fight. Mwahaha! We've been waiting for you, so you are Seipher. Giovanni, you really changed your look, I kinda like it. But you're not Giovanni. Me? You don't know who I am? It is me, Giovanni, the majestic Giovanni himself. Wahahaha. No, you're not Giovanni. Good look for him though, but not him. Huh? I don't sound anything like Giovanni? I don't even look like Giovanni? Okay, now that's a good look for him, but it's not his look. Come on, you don't even have the cold dead stare in your eye that makes me shrink back a little. How come? I've worked so hard to mimic him. I'm a Team Rocket executive. You must be trying to sneak into the radio transmitter room. Well, that's not going to happen. The room is protected with a special password. The password is Hail Giovanni. Okay, what is with Team Rocket giving me the passwords that they don't want me to have? Surprised to hear it from me? Knowing the password won't help you, though. The door won't open unless I say the password. It only reacts to my voice. Alright, well, I guess I'll just have to beat you into submission and make you speak it to the transmitter door, then. Gonna start off with a Zubat. Well, meet your older cousin. Go, nice wing attack, and of course you didn't... Oh, I'm actually surprised you didn't KO it. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I said of course you didn't. Well, here's hoping that you can just U-turn out. And let's actually send... You know what, let's send Weddy Bay out. I know she's not a main member of the team, but probably best to have her in good standing. especially when you're going up against a coughing. And I don't want to use physical attackers or waste EVs that could be used on special attack speed for Pariah and Ash. Okay, another Eradicate. Let's go with a Surf again. It's your Hyper Fang. That way I don't like that move, but whatever. And he took it. Alright, another Surf should do ya. It shouldn't do too much. Yep, Whitey Bay's got a lot of HP, so she should be good to take hits. I couldn't do a thing, Giovanni, forgive me. Yeah, well, Fanboy, it's time for you to help me out. Since disbanding Team Rocket 3 years ago. It was not 3 years ago, it was at most a month ago at this point. What is wrong with you people? It's not been 3 years. Our Giovanni has been missing. Well, that's true. He did say that he was going to rebuild himself after I humbled him. But we're certain he's been waiting for the right time for our revival. Wahahaha. Losing to you won't change the fact that you are unable to get in the radio transmitter room. You need my voice to unlock it. And he's running away, so actually a smart thing to do. Unfortunately, it seems that he's left a little friend. Hail, Giovanni! Murkrow is mimicking the voice of Petrol, so if we just follow him, we should be able. Did not mean to do that, but let's just... Did not mean to go up these stairs. I'm a little turned around at this point, but not anything I can't deal with. Password is Hail Giovanni. So if we just chase after that Murkrow. Oh. Yes, we have to go down these stairs. Can't just go the way that we need to. Hail Giovanni. Okay, maybe up these stairs now. So it is Hail Giovanni. And he's gone and done it. The password is Hail Giovanni. Murkrow screened the password, mimicking Petrol's voice, and the voice recognition system has unlocked the door. Okay, before I go in there, I want to quickly swap. Or not. Sorry, did not mean to do that. Slowdown's just kind of affecting things a bit more than I would like. And last super potion. I'll probably buy some more off screen. Or actually maybe I'll hold off because there is a reason that I wanted those many orange berries that we'll be seeing soon. Right after we deal with everything here. Anyway, let's go stop that radio transmitter. Hold it right there. You can't let a brat like you do as you please forever. You have very similar hair to Scarlet, lady. It'll hurt Team Rocket's pride over and over again, making it lessen, you see. So it's time to finish you, however strong you may be. If the two of us fight at the same time, you'll have no chance of winning. Don't you agree? Hee. Sorry, baby. Now get ready to be thrashed. Well, unfortunately for you, I've got backup. Typical of Team Rocket to be sneaky. Allow me to join the battle. Well, what? You had an accomplice? Where's your sense of dignity? You were just trying to ambush me, lady. As interim boss in place of Giovanni, I'll show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket. Alright, double battle time. So now we've got an Arbok and a Drowsy, and we've got our Whitey Bay and Lances at level 40 Dragonites, so we should be pretty good. Our attacks down from Ariana's Arboks Intimidate, but I'm not worried because we've got Mud Bomb. And Lance is just using Fly, so he'll get out of the way. And boom, please take it out. Or not. Well, I don't care if you're gonna get hit, Lance, because you're gonna resist this, so hopefully we can just use Surf and take it down. And Whitey Bay is getting up there, but I don't intend to use her for the next gym, so if she goes over the level cap, it's fine. And of course I get hit with Hypnosis. And now I definitely want to get out of here because I don't want Whitey Bay getting attacked by a grass type while asleep. That's just going to be asking for trouble. Yep, I knew that was going to be the case. That would have been 6 times damage right there if I had left Whitey Bay in. Even with how defensive she is, I don't expect her to be able to survive something like that. However, I hope that... Nope, Lance is just going after Ariana exclusively, so any hope that I had of getting some special attack EVs on Ash by killing it that way is gone, and now he's getting a special defense EV that I wouldn't want, but whatever, I guess a few EVs in the wrong places, alright. Anyway, lastly, she's got a Murkrow, and geez, the bar is so far up that we can't even see. Well, let's just use Flamethrower on Murkrow, and he's using Thunder on Primer, so good, take it out. Now hopefully I can do the same. Yikes, that was actually pretty strong. I was not expecting that. I always forget that Murkrow is at least somewhat decent in its first form, because it originally was only a one-stage Pokemon, but not as good as what it eventually got with Honchkrow. So, gotta be a bit more careful about that. I almost lost my starter there. Hey, that's fine. The broadcast experiment was a total success. It doesn't matter what happens to this hideout now. We have much bigger plans. You'll come to appreciate Team Rocket's true power soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can. Hehehe. Sorry, Seipher. I saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. Okay, jerk. All that's left is to turn off that odd radio signal. It's the machine that's causing all the problems. I don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. We'll have to make the electrode faint. That should stop the machine from transmitting the strange signal. Not the fault of the electrode, so it makes me feel sad. Seipher, let's split the job. Okay, guess I have to do this. After this, I'll probably end things off. Gotta fight 3 electrodes. You could catch these, but I'm personally not going to. Oh right, forgot that you're still asleep, so... Well, I think that you have self-destruct, but thankfully Whitey Bay has damp, so... Not gonna be able to do too much, and I should probably use a full heal now, so that doesn't... Or an awakening, that's probably better. Don't use the full heal when you don't have to. But yeah, rollout's gonna get progressively stronger, so I gotta speed this up. Did not mean to do that. Mud Bomb. Please hit. Luckily, ground type resists rock type, so not going to be able to do much, especially with Electrode's bad defenses. Well, sorry, not bad defenses, bad attack. Anyway, that should do it. That's one down. And now for the second. It should also be noted that these are all technically mutant Electrode, because Electrode normally evolves from Voltorb at like level 30, so a bit odd to run into it at level 23 here, but could be pretty useful if you need a fast electric type that, while not strong, can do some good support, which Electrode can do some pretty good support. It would be amazing if it had access to Electro Ball, but that's not for another generation, I believe. Okay, now we got this. One last Electrode. Let's go with a Mud Bomb. Screech, that harshly lowers the defense, so that should be problematic if they start attacking with Rollout again, but I don't expect him to. And he's just wasting time with Light Screen when he's on Sliver health, so no issue. Alright, with that, all the Electrode are dealt with. And Lance is back. That odd signal has finally stopped. The lake should be back to normal. You're the best. Thank you, Lance. Let me thank you on behalf of all the Pokemon. Oh yes, you should take this. I found it here, but I don't have any need for it. HMO5. Okay, thank you, Lance. That's Whirlpool. Teach it to a Pokemon to get across wild water, but keep this in mind. You can't use that out of battle with you can use that out of battle only with the badge from Mahogany Gem. Seipher, the journey to becoming the Pokemon champion is long and difficult. Knowing that, will you keep going? Yes, I will. I see. No, you're right. If you would give up that easily, you would never have chased that dream in the first place. It's not my dream to be the Pokemon champion, I just want revenge against that identity thief. I look forward to seeing you again. Alright, well, with all of that finally taken care of, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.